Exercise science. Exercise science is the study of various aspects of physical activity, exercise, sport, and athletic performance that have the common characteristic of physical movement and the adaptations that occur as a result of participation in physical activity and exercise. Some significant historical benchmarks of exercise science. The earliest scholars to study physical activity were Hippocrates, Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates. In the 17th century, scientists and physicians such as Robert Boyle and Robert Hooke furthered studies in skeletal muscle contraction and pulmonary respiration. During the era of Enlightenment, Stephen Hales was the first person to make accurate measurements on blood pressure, which contributed to Daniel Bernoulli's finding the exact calculation of cardiac output. In the 19th century, the term physical activity was introduced to promote the education of individuals about their bodies, and as a result, physical exercise became more popular. In the 1930s and 1940s, scholars J. Brian Nash and Charles H. McCloy began to set the stage for a separation of exercise science from physical education. One of the leading pioneers in the study of physical activity was Dudley Allen Sargent. He was the director of the Hemenway Gymnasium at Harvard University and pioneered an all-inclusive system for exercise prescriptions using information from physical examinations, strength assessments, and anthropometric measurements. Sargent was said to be the very first personal trainer of the 20th century. The Harvard Fatigue Laboratory was the first facility that studied exercise science, and it was open from 1927 to 1947. It led to many breakthroughs in exercise science and helped develop other prominent laboratories for the study of physical activity and exercise. The 7 major subdisciplines for exercise science are exercise physiology, clinical exercise physiology, biomechanics, nutrition, psychology, sports medicine and athletic training, and motor behavior. Exercise physiology is the study of the functional and psychologic responses and adaptations that occur during and following physical activity and exercise. One of the most significant events for the emergence of exercise physiology as a scientific discipline was the establishment of the Department of Anatomy, Physiology, and Physical Training at Harvard University. The school implemented a demanding 4-year science-based curriculum that involved both theory and laboratory courses in exercise physiology. The first facility dedicated to the study of exercise physiology was the Harvard Fatigue Laboratory. Due to the foundation of the American College of Sports Medicine, numerous organizations have provided support to the expansion of exercise physiology as a field. Clinical exercise physiology is the use of physical activity and exercise to prevent or delay the onset of chronic disease in healthy individuals or provide therapeutic functional benefits to individuals with disease conditions or physical disabilities. Clinical exercise physiology is relatively new as a defined body of knowledge. Individuals have been interested in how physical activity and exercise influence health and recovery from illness and diseases since the time of the early Greeks. Biomechanics is the study of the human body at rest and in motion using principles and concepts derived from physics, mechanics, and engineering. Aristotle and Archimedes were 2 scholars who had key contributions to biomechanics due to their teachings from their texts on the motion of animals and floating bodies. Nutrition, the science that interprets the connection between food and the function of the living organism. In 1903, W.O. Atwater and Francis Ganot Benedict invented a respiration chamber and performed very accurate direct calorimetry and indirect calorimetry measurements of food metabolism and energy balance. These experiments were the foundation of future work in the areas of energy intake and energy expenditure. Exercise and sport psychology is an area concerned with the behavior, thoughts, and feelings of healthy, disabled, and diseased individuals engaging in physical activity, exercise, sport, and athletic competition. Norman Triplett performed the first experimental study that was directly linked to exercise and sports psychology through the use of bikes. He found that direct competition increased the individual's performance. Sports medicine and athletic training. Athletic training is an area of exercise science that involves the prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation of injuries to physically active individuals and athletes. Sports medicine is the umbrella term to describe all of the various issues interrelated among medicine, physical activity, exercise, health promotion, and disease prevention. The two studies are intertwined because each area grew primarily out of the professional service of providing care to injured athletes. Their first real emergence was in the 1900s during the development of tackle football. Motor behavior is an umbrella term that describes the study of the interactions between many of the psychologic and sociological processes of the body. The area of motor development had its early foundational process period from 1787 to 1928. During this time, contemporary developmental psychology and motor development had established a basis for study. Some career opportunities in the exercise science field are an exercise physiologist, an athletic trainer, a biomechanist, a dietitian, a nutritionist, a medical physician, a physical therapist, and an occupational therapist. My career path. My first decision is to be a physical therapist, which requires a bachelor's degree, a physical therapy degree from a CAPT accredited school, and you have to pass the state licensure exam. The Master of Physical Therapy and the Master of Science in Physical Therapy degrees are no longer offered to any new students in the United States. And the average salary for a physical therapist is $79,860. An athletic trainer, which is my second choice, requires a bachelor's degree, although master's degrees are very common, and a state licensure from the Board of Certification. The average salary for an athletic trainer is $44,720. My third option would to be a nutritionist, which requires a 4 years bachelor degree in nutrition and dietetics, a 3-year science degree, and then a 4-year master degree in nutrition and dietetics. And the average salary is $55,240. Conclusion. My plan A is to, in the next 3 to 4 years, get accepted into the exercise science program, and I hope to become a physical therapist. My plan B, in the next 3 to 4 years, if I do not get accepted into the exercise program, is that I would think about getting a major in biology or history, because I really enjoy those subjects as well. I really look forward to continuing my knowledge about exercise science in its field, and I'm sure it'll be the right fit for me.